This is 5 on your side at 4. Focused on you.
An investigation is underway after a woman was killed in a shooting involving police in South St. Louis City. Investigators believe the woman is connected to another shooting at a White Castle this morning. Good afternoon. Thanks for being here. I'm Kay Quinn.
And I'm Brent Solomon. This all started before 8 this morning when someone fired shots inside of a White Castle in North County. A short time later, St. Louis police found a car that was wanted in the situation in South City.
Police say license plate readers tracked her down. 5 on your side's Justina Coronel joins us from the newsroom now with more on how this all fits together. Justina?
Well, Brent and Kay, police believe this 26-year-old woman is connected to a shooting at a White Castle in Bell Fountain Neighbors this morning. According to police, someone in a mask walked into the White Castle, shot a female cook, and then took off from the scene. From there, Bell Fountain Neighbors police put out a description of the suspect's car. Now, license plate readers located the car in the city of St. Louis about an hour later. Shortly after, officers found the parked car on West Iowa and Gasconade and tried to approach it. Well, that's when police say an armed woman walked away from the car and did not comply with the officer's verbal commands. That's when she was shot by 2 officers. Police say after they shot her, she raised her weapon and shot herself. Now, at this time, it's unclear if the woman died from the gunshots from officers or from the self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Additional officers were in the area and arrived immediately, rendered first aid to the female in an attempt to save her life. Upon EMS's arrival, it was learned that she died at the scene here today.
Now, we still don't know the relationship between the 2 women. Police say the White Castle employee is in the hospital with injuries that are critical. Police tell us they'll review body camera footage to learn more on how many shots were fired and more details about this case.
All right, thank you, Justina. We will continue to update you on air, online, as we learn more about this developing story.
Well, happening on Monday, students in the St. Louis Public School District will return to class. For weeks now, questions on the district's spending have caused some concerns for families. The district is also facing a transportation crisis. Thousands of students are being forced to take Metro buses, MetroLink, and ride-sharing services.
And tonight we're getting a closer look at the company that will provide rides to school for some SLPS students. Here's 5 on your side's Megan Kernan.
Not enough buses in the St. Louis Public School District? Well, Hop Skip Drive says no problem. They're a rideshare program with drivers called care drivers. They're former teachers, parents, grandparents, nurses, and babysitters, all required to have at least 5 years of professional caregiving experience.
The care drivers go through a 15-point certification process that includes background checks, fingerprinting, vehicle inspections, and training. This is the second year Hop Skip Drive has partnered with SLPS, so they're no stranger to this. Care drivers use their personal car to pick up children, and parents can track the ride before it even begins. SLPS care driver Delia Payne takes safety very seriously.
It's important for me to know that they feel secure when they get in my vehicle and that they're going to school. And I'd like the parents to also feel secure.
In addition to SLPS, Hop Skip Drive works with 10,000 other schools nationwide to help school districts facing transportation challenges like the district is now facing. Megan Kernan, 5 on your side.
And right now, more than 6,000 students are expected to get to class Monday using vans, sedans, cabs, and SUVs. The district says all of the vehicles will have clear decals and a number in the window to let parents know their child is being picked up by the right vehicle.
Well, a group of cyclists biked to City Hall today to hand-deliver a letter to the mayor. The St. Louis Coalition to Protect Cyclists and Pedestrians is advocating for safer streets. They're calling for Mayor Jones to back a proposal that would create a city Department of Transportation.
This bill has passed the City Council, and you'll see it on the ballot in November. And the Department of Transportation is a really important step forward for making our streets safer. And that's because with the Department of Transportation, we can improve this system that has been antiquated in St. Louis for about 110 years now.
And those advocates say the plan would restructure the Department of Streets to provide even more services. 2 members of the Board of Aldermen biked alongside that group today.
And Alton Park, forced to close at the peak of the summer season, is back open for business. Gordon Moore Park was shut down 2 months ago after a massive sinkhole developed in the soccer field. The park has now been deemed safe by the state's Mine Safety and Health Administration. Neighboring Spencer Olin Golf Course, that will reopen tomorrow. However, the soccer fields and a ball field will remain closed as experts decide how to deal with the hole that formed when an underground mine collapsed.
116 years ago, there was a historic race riot in Illinois. For 2 days in 1908, a white mob laid siege to Springfield, looting and destroying black-owned homes and businesses. 2 black men were lynched. Right now, these sculptures are standing at the site of this sobering moment in history. Today, President Biden signed a proclamation designating it as a new national monument. This particular riot inspired the creation of the NAACP.
It wasn't the only race riot at that time in our history. In my hometown of East St. Louis, we had one. The significance of this race riot was it was Mr. Lincoln's hometown. It shocked the conscience of the nation, and many people said there's got to be something done about it.
The new national monument will be part of the National Park Service's African American Civil Rights Network. All right, Chief Meteorologist Scott Connell is out of the office today, but he's still working. He's at Peevely Days right now. He joins us live with a first look at the weather.
Yeah, it looks beautiful, Scott.
Yeah, it does.
A little warm, maybe?
It is, and yeah, it is really warm out here. So we're under the big tent. You know, things don't really get started until 5 o'clock here down in Peevely. But Peevely Days, an annual event. You know, they have bands tonight. There's a petting zoo, donkey rides. I mean, you know, and of course, we couldn't go without food, right? There's plenty of food. But the vendors, I don't even know if, I guess they're just getting the oil warmed up. So I got to pause my funnel cake options here for a little bit. But since it's so bright and hot, we thought we'd just kind of get under the tent out of the sun because it is hot. Take a look at Arnold this evening. There's the view from our weather camera in Arnold, and it is indeed mainly clear evening for us in St. Louis. We've had a few puffy clouds. A quick check of the radar. I know we were concerned today about the potential for showers and thunderstorms, but that front has gone to our south, and as a consequence, the only thing we're seeing on the radar pictures far southeast Missouri, a couple of showers and thunderstorms popping up there. So we don't expect much of a problem, but look at the temperatures. Yeah, even though the humidity started to back off a little bit, we are still looking at low to even some mid-90s around St. Louis. Get that dry air and we'll start to cool off over the weekend. Here's what we can expect here on the allergy numbers, and this will get you. If you have mold allergies, boy, that mold count is on the high side. So taking us into this evening, there's a very slim chance we'd see a shower pop up or some rain, mainly south of St. Louis, far south of St. Louis. Most of us are not going to see that. Most of us have a great weekend on the way. It's still warm, but you know what? We're losing the humidity this weekend, and some incredible weather is coming our way for next week. We'll see you back here live in Peevely. That's coming up in just a few minutes.
We love when he uses those words, incredible weather.
And funnel cakes.
All of the above.
Thank you, Scott. Artificial intelligence threatens to change so many parts of our world. Coming up, how just its existence is having an impact on the race for the White House.
And the start of the Democratic National Convention just days away. What to watch for when it all kicks off Monday.
And there was a big police presence at a local Dunkin' Donuts this morning. The good cause these boys in blue were backing.